At US Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings, the big expansions, and the celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there. The late nights, cold pizza, the glamorous travel, the juggling acts. We are in for all of it, all of us. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City, or Brian from Boise. He's great too. And thousands of other bankers around the country. Because your glory is our glory. If it's important to you, it's important to us. And all the cold pizza will be worth it to get us farther than we ever thought we could go, to be better than any of us could ever be alone, proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us.
It all began in 1937 on this very basketball court in Kansas City. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student-athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student-athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing for what's next.
For NAIA member institutions, small doesn't mean limited. It means limitless. Our schools aren't simply the sum of their teams. They're whole communities that are founded on opportunity, strengthened by tradition, and powered by passion.
Here, we build athletic programs that build lives and legacies.
Through our 29 sports, 21 conferences, 250 member institutions, and 83,000 student athletes, the NAIA fosters a culture of competition and connection in an unstoppable intercollegiate movement where athletics push to new heights and integrity keeps us grounded.
We don't measure success in W's alone. Our greatest victory is the community we create for the student-athlete experience.
Across the NAIA, we play for the love of the game, finding strength in our teammates and gaining inspiration from our challengers.
We know excellence doesn't happen by chance. That's why we built our own playbook for success. From our common sense regulations to our innovative tools like Return on Athletics to our commitment to character development, we help schools not just compete, but thrive.
Our investment goes beyond athletics. We're investing in the future of our student athletes and our schools.
We are bigger than a game, than a record, than a championship. We are the next generation of athletes, leaders, and game changers. It's why we choose the NAIA.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Time to get set for Cascade Conference Women's Soccer here on a Saturday morning in Klamath Falls, Oregon, as we welcome you live here to the OIT soccer pitch. It's the Lady Owls and Evergreen State, first of two today. Men's game will follow around 2:30 or so. Glad to be back on the mic with you. Mike Safford here. Had to sit out of the men's game yesterday. A great win by the Hustlin' Owls, 4-1. But we'll be back for the entire doubleheader here today. Lady Owls picked up a 2-1 victory over Northwest University yesterday, rallying from a 1-0 deficit early in the second half as they were able to get an equalizing goal from Chloe Cook early in the period. And then it was freshman Claire Cowan who was able to slot home a cross from Sydney Soskus in the 76th minute, and that provided the winning margin in that 2-1 victory. Evergreen lost yesterday over the hill. That was at Southern Oregon. Fell by a score of 4-1. They have fallen to 0-4 on the season. Kate Green, in her second year as the head coach at the school in the capital city of Washington, has a team that is led by one of their defenders, Alexandra Foley, an all-conference pick a season ago, and definitely their top player in the back. Tech today going to make a little change to their starting lineup. Ariela Sanchez Hermosillo from Arizona making her first start of the season. Claire Cowan, who had the game winner yesterday, also inserted into the lineup for Tech, as those two, Cowan in for McCall Chambers, who started yesterday, and Ariela in for Kaylee Hashizaki, who will be a reserve in today's matchup. Anna Varela, the keeper for Evergreen, a returning starter for their side. And for Oregon Tech today, it'll be Ellie Hiller getting the start between the posts today. For Tech, will be wearing the navy tops this afternoon, and Evergreen will be in the white kits with the green numerals. Glad you could join us. A little overcast sky today. There is a threat for some thunderstorms later in the day, but I think we will be done by the time those fire up. Temperatures today supposed to be a little cooler than what it was yesterday, when temperatures peaked out around 85 degrees. Full slate of action around the Cascade today. Yesterday it was Eastern Oregon picking up a victory at Warner Pacific. College of Idaho dominated Walla Walla. An interesting one, it was Rocky Mountain at home knocking off Carroll College by a 3-2 margin. Southern Oregon, as we mentioned, beat Evergreen by a score of 4-1. And on Thursday, it was Bushnell with a 2-0 victory at the University of Providence. So as we get set, Tech about to break the huddle, and it's funny, we've talked about it multiple times already this season, how a team will huddle, then they huddle again, and then they huddle again, and then again. And so the officials are just sitting there pacing, and now get a picture taken on the far sideline before they even break the. Got to get that Instagram or that TikTok ready to go. So we're set. Only a couple minutes late today, as it'll be Tech will have the run of the pitch from right to left as you look at your screen here today. Not a whole lot of wind, but it's not bad today. And the ball will get played in. Sanchez Hermosillo played final 25 yesterday and getting her start at the outside back, but Evergreen able to grab it with Wadner. They'll take a shot early on goal, and that was a thing that head coach Tom Moore was talking about with Evergreen, the fact that team that really likes to work on the counterattack. foul called after the shot. And now they go. Long ball in for Evergreen in the corner. And a great tackle by Emma Glazebrook. And it'll be a throw in. It'll be a throw in here. Evergreen comes out the aggressor early on today. Apologize for not talking there early. We had campus safety officers coming up and trying to move the 20 or so vehicles that have pulled into our lot, even though we had blocked everything off, and so was dealing with that. And when I pushed the time button and stuff to start going, things didn't work. So trying to do a couple things at once. It's funny, you cone off an area that they're not supposed to come in, and then people just move the cones and say, I can go there if I want. It is a great place to watch a match, that's for sure. Down the far sideline, it's Maddox racing all the way to the end line. Can she get a corner out of it? And does. Tech will get the corner early today. And we'll see if it'll be Jaylee Curran that will go to that far corner and play the corner kick, and it will be. Tech men got a goal off a corner yesterday late in their matchup against Northwest. I believe it was Silver Schweiger that came away with the victory. Had a goal and a helper in it. See if Tech can get one early. From the right corner. Played back post. Ellison there. The header is blocked in front. Cohen with a flick. It's still headed out. Another chance for Sydney Soskis, and that gets blocked away. So 3 cracks at it there for Tech. Another chance on the corner. They go back post again, headed away by Evergreen, and I think this time they'll be able to clear it. No, they will not, but it'll be a throw in for Tech. So again, Tech strength in numbers in the box. First one, Ellison actually had a good look at it, got a pretty good piece of the ball, but just couldn't finish it. Tech trying to earn another corner. This time it won't. And this time it'll be a goal kick. Anna Varela for the Gooey Ducks, senior from Anaheim, California. It's an Evergreen women's soccer program, been around for a long time, as there's a mistake in the back. And a low lining shot by Maddox gets saved. Failed clearance that time, gave Tech a chance. But an interesting fun fact, and those of you who know me know I'm all about the fun facts. I was actually one of the first sports information folks in Evergreen's history. That was back in the late 90s. Arno Zosky, the legendary Hall of Fame coach there at Evergreen. And Evergreen's men's team has had some success. A player in the MLS for a while, Joe Jertson. But a women's team right now trying to rebuild. Tech having possession. Cohen has it out wide. And it'll be a throw-in. Maddox near side, going to touch it in. Lob to the top of the 18, trying to get flicked out by the Gooey Ducks. And able to touch it out wide was Rosalind Holt. But playing very defensive. A team that typically does not give up a lot of goals, but doesn't score a lot of goals either. As a foul is going to be called, a push in the back on one of the Oregon Tech players. I think it was Geiger. And we look over, and actually it is going to be a talking to there to Ryan Maddox. Didn't see a card come out. Interesting that the official would stop play without giving a card, but I guess that's their thought. Evergreen will restart along the far side. And it's funny, they stopped the clock, but his motion to stop the clock wasn't typical. Evergreen wins a ball on the far side. Their bench erupted. But the team in white unable to keep the possession. But now they get it back. Failed clearance by Tech. Ball headed into the area. Hiller with her first touch of the day. After Widener, who had that early shot attempt on a counterattack, tried to cross one into space. Tech wins the 50-50. Geiger pushes forward. Through ball. Oh, they had a runner with Ellison. But just getting a foot in there was Evergreen. It's a long ball out of the area, and it's touched forward by Tech. Ellison trying to run onto that one. And Evergreen going to let it run foul. And out of play. You can see the baseball guy in me talking there. It'll be a throw in for the white shirts. 10 minutes in. Tech had that flurry in the 5th minute. Couple corner kick chances. That was cleared out by Evergreen. Evergreen, always a school that known for a couple interesting things as Raimondo pressures in the back against Stock. One for years and years, Evergreen, a team or school that goes on kind of a pass-fail system. They don't give A's and B's and C's. It's a unique learning style that non-traditional, but celebrated in the academia. And the other is their mascot, the Gooey Duck, which is a mollusk. They live to be 150 years old sometimes. And their mascot is Speedy, the Gooey Duck. And if you've seen pictures of Speedy, it's an all-timer. I remember when I was at Evergreen years ago, our basketball team played UC Santa Cruz. And so it was a matchup between the Gooey Maddox trying to run onto it in the far corner, and Tech's going to earn a throw-in the offensive end. But yeah, it was the Banana Slugs against the Gooey Ducks. Talk about the most random matchup as a player down for Evergreen. And it looks like that's Holt. And it looks like Evergreen may bring a player on. So they will bring 18 on, it looks like. That's Marty Burton. And Tech will restart. Lady Owls have won 3 in a row. This is their 6th home match of the season. They're 4-0-1 here on their own field. As the ball gets flicked into the bleachers below us. They're going to rethrow in as one of the men's players that was on the side threw a ball in, and then there was actually 2 balls on the field at once. As upfield comes Angela Celadon, one of their top offensive players. And a foul on Evergreen this time, knocking Chloe Cook to the ground. That was the thing in the game yesterday. Tech was very physical against Northwest, especially in the second half. Most of it was in the final 35 minutes. After Northwest had scored, as Curran tries a long ball, trying to run onto it. That's Soskas. They say she's offside. Looked like when the run started, she was onside. But maybe she was a little bit too far behind the last defender. We saw that a lot during the men's game yesterday, especially early in the match. We're scoreless, 13 in. And I can already see a few of the forwards for Evergreen, and at least their pace right now, looking like the elevation that we're playing at has affected them early on. They played with a lot of energy, have the visitors early. But when you're playing at 4,500 feet, it is not the easiest thing to do if you're not prepared. Always a huge advantage. This will be another throw in. Maddox will try it again. Looked like it was going to be a throw-in for Tech, and they went the other way. Tech able to win it and got it to Cohen. 4 or 5 players around her, and there's that shell defensively that makes it so difficult. As the ball got past Varela, she misplayed one. It just started rolling towards the net. Going to push numbers forward, our Evergreen. Ellison trying to find Cohen. Cohen. Does she earn a corner? Yes. So set piece number 3 for Oregon Tech today. So the Owls will get a corner. Jaylee Curran will take it. Still no substitutions or anything showing. Curran will play short. Ari Sanchez takes a big hack at it. Back post. Dangerous. Varela able to get the save, but you could see that shot from the angle we had and nearly got that one. Good play by Soskus. She and Maddox working on that far side. Evergreen trying to clear it out of their back end. Do not have the same kind of distribution at time that Tech has. Cowan wins it. Ellison, Raimondo. Cowan again. Plays it into the area, flicked out. Still touched back in. That's where Maddox got a foot on it. It'll be headed wide, and Tech will get another throw in. Looks like Evergreen going to sub one. It'll be shortly. Ball played in. Ellison, Cowan's in there. Still headed out. Tech still has it in. They'll touch it out. Player gets knocked down in the box. No foul called. And now sub. It'll be 13 for 26. So on comes Finley Gemelli Hemi. Second reserve we've seen today. The other was due to injury. Curran, low ball, touched out again. Soskus to the end line. Plays it in front, flicked back post! Oh, Cowan was there. Just a split second late on the second through. The first runner coming in let it go all the way back post. And Cowan was just a second late. If not, that was a tap-in finish. And a 1-0 lead for Tech. But a great ball from Sydney Soskus. It's Raimondo trying to win one. Soskus flicks it wide. She's got the speed to be able to track this one down. One of the top 100-meter runners that Tech has on the track team. Soskus, left foot, gets a corner. It'll be the fourth for Tech on the day. Last time from this side, the Owls played short. And Ariela Sanchez had a 20-yard dart that got saved. First time through, they got a header from Ellison that got saved as well. 20 minutes in, big spot. Curran goes back post. It's headed in! It's an own goal! Tech will credit that one. An own goal off the corner. And it's 1-0 in favor of the good guys. Evergreen trying to clear it, and it goes right off the head of their center back. And Tech gets the goal. So OIT, you could see that ball right in the middle of the area. So an early start for OIT. Unlike yesterday when they had to wait a long time to finally get one to go. Inside the mass of humanity, Tech was trying to get it to the back post and just couldn't. But Evergreen helps them out and gives the Owls the 1-0 lead. Slide tackle from behind. Gets part of the ball, kicks it away. But it'll be a throw in for Tech. No, they call a foul on the ground. So it'll be played from right at midfield. And trying to, instead of sending a ball deep, Tech will play to feet. A few high clouds have come in on the day. Being pressured in the back are the Owls. Widner getting in there. Glazebrook fighting along the far side. Finally, Tech gets one cleared. Jaylee Curran. Trying to find Cowan in the middle. Touches one to a running Maddox. Ryan Maddox cuts back left, comes back right, still has possession, gets in, crosses into the middle, and it gets saved. Great individual effort from the junior from right here in the base in Henley High School. And now the clock to be stopped once again. Let's see what this is. And they're going to send off Jameli Hemi. I think she might have jewelry that she's not supposed to. And I believe she will have to be off and then be sent back on. The official will go all the way into the end, drop the ball down, keeper will pick it up, the clock will start at that point. And then they will wave her on in a moment. So Evergreen for a split second will play a man down. Ball's still down, body's flying. I think they're going to say keep playing. There was bodies flailing all over as they were rushing upfield. Tech looks like they're going to start to go to the reserve pool. Looks like Evergreen as well. Saska's trying to win a ball in space. Showing some pace. Saska squares up on her player. Gets to the end line, crosses in front, back post, and trying to get there was Ellison. She'll have to curl back. And Geiger can't control it, and it will be a throw in for Tech. It'll be a corner, I believe, for Tech now. And again, clock stops again. My word. Player going to come off for Evergreen. It'll be 5 for 16. And it is for the injured player. And all the while, Tech will get a corner. Tech will bring 5 in the box. Scored off of one of these moments ago. They go short to Raimondo. She'll turn low. Laser scores! Rhea Raimondo! 2-0 Tech. What a rocket! Outstanding stuff. Tech will sub a couple as well. But what a rocket from Rhea Raimondo. And gives Tech the 2-0 lead off the set piece. McCall Chambers on for Tech. Kaylin Ness on for Tech. Owls will also bring on Ali Salcedo. Two goals off 2 set pieces as they try a through ball. Ness can't get there. So Tech took 78 minutes yesterday to score 2 goals. They've done it in the first 24. And converting those set pieces the key. There'll be a throw in for the Lady Owls. Ellison looking for a run. A foul called in the midfield. Maddox off for Tech. Raimondo, even though she scored, came off. As Tech plays a ball into the area, Varela right there to collect it. And Glazebrook off. So a great start today for the Lady Owls. Tackle restart in their defensive third. It'll be Salcedo. It's in the midfield still. Evergreen trying to keep the possession there with Mortensen. Plays it all the way back to Varela, who's way out of her area. Hiller. Gonna start the distribution again. A tough touch there. It'll be a throw in for Evergreen. Kit Kat Wyborne going to be the next one on for the Owls. She will come on and give Ellison a breather. Tom Moore with a deep squad. Does a great job of using time to be able to get players enough breathers. A nice play there by Kayla Ness, and she'll play to the feet of Chambers. Comes down the left side. Chambers plays it into the area. Cohen got a touch. Evergreen trying to clear it, and it'll just be kicked out. So again, remember my days at C of I used to play on an old small field in the middle of their campus, and everybody always would say, when in doubt, kick it out. That's indeed what just happened there. Ball played to the middle, got through traffic, and then cleared by Evergreen to the midfield. Salcedo, freshman from the Yakima Valley of Washington. Tackle play wide to Curran, looking to send a ball. And it'll be a throw-in for Evergreen. Nearing the 30-minute mark. And Tech with a pair of goals today. One thanks to Evergreen themselves on an own goal. And the other on a great strike off a corner kick. Jaylee Curran finding Rhea Raimondo for her second goal of the year. Looks like Evergreen set to sub one. Back to Evergreen, going to sub on a player for a sub. Usually don't see that. Usually don't see a reserve come on and not that much longer come off, but that's what Kate Green will do. As a new player will be Michaela Pignata in the next opportunity. There was a push and a foul on Evergreen. The ball get played at near the midfield stripe, and they'll just restart quick. Try to play wide. Ness with a touch to Soskas. Sydney works wide to start, try to come back to the near touch line. Now plays it in. Chambers there, big mark for her. Cook, who scored a goal yesterday. Cowan switched to the right side now. And she'll make a bid in towards the box. Crossover. Ness gets knocked down. They say play on. So it'll be a throw in for Tech. Cook plays all the way back. Now trying to get it wide. Can't go. And Evergreen will bring that substitute on. And it will, again, as I mentioned, it'll be Pagnotta who comes on. Second minute. Curran has had a great start to this season. Touches it wide to Cowan. Trying to play wide back to Curran on a run. Couldn't find her. It'll be a throw in for Tech. Nope. I thought it was going to be a throw in for Evergreen, and nope, it will be for Tech. AR overrules the center. Looks like Bryn Cope will be the next on for the Owls. I'd expect her to come on and replace Cowan. Sanchez trying to get it to the middle. Trying to find Salcedo there, but they couldn't connect. I was right, it is Cope to come on. Evergreen making a run, that's Widener. Took a shot, it's gonna be a handball just outside the box on Tech. It was an inadvertent handball, but it was. Easy call. And so Evergreen will have a chance from 20 yards out, about even with the left post. So we'll see who will take the free kick. See how many players Tech will put in the wall. I believe it'll be Widner who will take this chance. Tech will have 3 in the wall. Evergreen trying to design that set piece. Tech going to bring Chambers up. To try to take away any short pass. Great opportunity for Evergreen to get one back. There'll be a shot that's high. Opportunity there. Averted for Tech. And it is Bryn Cope who will come on. And it'll be Soskis to come off, so she'll be a winger on the near side. Will be Cope with 10 minutes to play. Here in the first half, and Tech leading 2-0. Again, men's game will follow us 40 minutes after the conclusion. We won't see either soccer team until nearly mid-October. That's when the University of Providence comes in. Tech has the gauntlet. Southern Oregon next week, then trip to Montana for the 2 good teams in Carroll and Rocky Mountain. As a through ball, looked like Chambers was on. This AR says no. Looked like a pretty good run to me. It was a good through ball that Sanchez delivered. But you think about the gauntlet that Tech has. Southern, Carroll, then Rocky. You come home to take on Providence, and at Eastern, at College of Idaho. That's not a fun stretch. But if Tech can get through that, that's a 6-game stretch. And if the Lady Owls could come out of that with anywhere between 12 to 15 points, oh, it'd be phenomenal. Trying to play wide. Wedner. Ball in the corner. Great job by Geiger to slow it down. And now Tech able to clear it out. Again, the backs for Tech playing outstanding today. It was Shelby Geiger, the transfer from Twin Falls, Idaho. On a 1v1 on the far sideline with the sophomore from Alaska, Izzy Wisner. Tech trying to play the ball forward. Curran. Into the middle. Chambers right off her noggin. And Tech's going to get a throw in deep in their own end. Pretty much across the top of the 18. 2 goals off set pieces, the difference. Deep try that time by Tech, way off the mark. And Varela will restart. Sun peeking out. Temperature feels like just all of a sudden it went up about 15 degrees. Volleyball play later today. They're in Portland to take on Warner Pacific. Geiger able to clear it. Key for Tech there was just trying to slow the counterattack from Evergreen. Wyborne able to head it back out. And they'll ask for the time to be stopped. And they're going to have a little discussion. One of the reserves, that's Aiden Fulton, a sophomore from Highline College, where Tom Moore used to be the head coach. And we'll restart. And through all of that, just a throw in that gets knocked away. Ball played short of the area. Trying to touch it out, mishit by Tech. They're going to call a foul on the Owls. I didn't see that one. Evergreen will have another chance. It was Wyborne again. A little hand fighting with one of the Evergreen players. We'll see what the set piece looks like this time. Tech will have 3 in the wall. Make that 4. That'll be Widener. And she'll take a high shot. Punched out by Hiller. Punched it above the crossbar. But Evergreen, for the first time today, will have themselves a corner kick. Away Widener to try it with the left foot. A header inside, tucked away. They're going to call penalty. I think it was Geiger. I think it was Geiger, the one who had the contact. We'll see if she's going to get booked or not. Haven't seen the card come out yet, and she will. It will be a caution on Shelby Geiger, and it'll be a penalty for Evergreen. So Evergreen will have a chance. Ellie Hiller gets the 1v1 shot against Widener. As Evergreen tries to get one back here just before halftime. Hiller just stopped a free kick opportunity from the same player. Shot and a goal. Evergreen on the board. Went to the right corner and converted. Off the penalty. So Evergreen also going to go to their bench. They'll bring a player on. .27 on. It looks like 10 might have been the player off. We'll see. But off we go. So it is 2-1. And Tech will send one deep into the offensive end, and then Varela launches one off the side. Seemed like Tech just had the run of play, everything going well, and then bang. The card leads, and a hard foul in the box. Leads to the penalty. And Widener able to finish on that low boot to the bottom right corner of the net. And for Evergreen, just the second goal they've scored this year. The first was yesterday. Looked like Cope was offside. That first two offside calls we've seen today, I humbly disagreed with. That one, Cope was offside by a good step and a half. Easy call to make. Just over 2 minutes left before the break. Ball be played deep into the box, and Hiller, with 2 minutes left, able to control it. It's always that first five of the second half, last five of the first half that always is the dangerous spot. Yesterday, that's when Northwest scored their goal. First five of the second half. Evergreen scores theirs today, last five of the first. Ball played in. Cope is on. Bryn Cope gonna work it. Plays it back. Shot high in the air. Just over. It'll be a goal kick from Kaylin Ness. That time the run was onside. So a minute left. Chambers trying to win it there for Tech and earns a throw in. So Tech looks like they'll have the last opportunity here before the break. Trying to play it into Ness. Can't with 25 seconds left. Now it's Ari Sanchez. with 15 to go. We'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. At halftime, score reads Tech 2, Evergreen 1. We'll pay the bills here for a bit. Come back, we'll have the second half. Live here from Klamath Falls on the Owl Sports Network.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
fall into autumn all September at Clamoya Casino and win your share of over $41,000 in cash and prizes. Rake in the dough during our Autumn Riches drawings every Friday. Feel the fall fun on Thursdays in our Leaf It to Luck hot seats. Play and win up to $500 in cash in our Battleground slot tournaments every Saturday and be blown away with Clamoya's Golden Leaf hot seats every Sunday. Come play, enjoy great food, and stay in our hotel. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
At US Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings, the big expansions, and the celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there. The late nights, cold pizza, the glamorous travel, the juggling acts. We are in for all of it, all of us. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City, or Brian from Boise. He's great too. And thousands of other bankers around the country. Because your glory is our glory. If it's important to you, it's important to us. And all the cold pizza will be worth it to get us farther than we ever thought we could go, to be better than any of us could ever be alone, proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us.
At Oregon Tech, we know you take your future seriously. So do we. That's why we give you hands-on experience from day one in our real-world laboratories, outfitted with industry-grade equipment, solving actual engineering, healthcare, and technological challenges. That's why we staff our faculty with seasoned professionals who bring decades of invaluable experience and industry connections to the classroom. And that's why we're committed to not only equipping you with a top-tier education, but to leveraging our industry connections and hard-won reputation to set you up with job opportunities with leading employers in the in-demand fields of engineering, computer science, healthcare, business, renewable energy, and beyond. And the results speak for themselves, with Oregon Tech consistently ranked the best educational return on investment in the state, with the highest earning graduates of any Oregon public university. Oregon Tech, as serious about your success as you are.
Back to action here in Klamath Falls as we start half number 2. Resetting the players on the field for both teams. Is Ellie Hiller going to stay on the field for Tech in goal? Evergreen with Varela, their keeper, Widner, Williams, Svensson, Celadon, Mortensen, Burton, Foley, Loftus, Dorendorf, and Stock. This Tech trying to work on a counterattack. For the Owls, Hiller, Elliotson, Fetch on for the first time today. Raimondo, Geiger, Cope, Sanchez, Cook, Mattis, and Soskus. Ball played wide. Jaylee Curran touches it. Fetch on side. Can she get there? Just no. So it'll be a goal kick for Evergreen. Evergreen has brought in Kate Gresham in goal. So a new keeper for Evergreen. So Evergreen going to go to the sub. Varela was a starter all of last season, gave up 2 in the first. One of them an own goal. Did make 4 saves. Curran looked to hit one. Cope was offside, but never got to the ball, so Tech will earn the possession. Shots in that first half, 8-3 in favor of Tech. Tech had a couple real good flurries. I have a nice gentleman standing literally in front of our vantage point. I'm gonna have to turn my microphone down. Chloe Cook trying to move one in. And will Tech get a corner out of it? No, it'll be a throw-in. Owls had a phenomenal chance early in the match. Had a flurry of 3 shots inside the 6 that they just couldn't find a home. They've had 4 corner kicks. They've scored off of 2 of them. Soskus working in. Leaves one right inside to Cope. Still in the middle of the area. Touched out. Flicked away to the midfield. And Evergreen able to control it, at least for the moment. That's Celadon playing wide to Widner, who got the goal on the penalty. Widner from distance. And able to be stopped off her line by the Tech keeper. Again, it's that counterattack for Evergreen that's dangerous. Bryn Cope trying to get into space. and just unable to get the touch. It'll be a throw in for Tech along the far side. Again, men's match will follow us 40 minutes after the conclusion. So just looking at my clock, looks like probably about a 2:40 start time. That's just my guess. Had a lot of game stoppages in the first half. Soskus gets one wide. Plays back in, slots one through. Raimondo's onside, back post still in the area. It's headed just wide by Cook. A little sitter with the left foot from Chloe Cook. Just high over the crossbar. That would have been huge. It would have made things a lot more comfortable. And they will play on. Cook out wide. Sanchez, Hermosillo coming up. Playing it to the far side. And what do we get? Corner out of it, goal kick out of it. It'll be corner. Maddox able to work it for Tech. And again, this is where the Lady Owls have been dangerous today, on the set piece. And it was from this angle in which Tech was able to get the own goal when it was headed in. So it'll be Curran to play it in. Curls it back post. Chloe Cook was there and went flying into one of the Evergreen players. So it'll be a free kick for Evergreen. You could see Cook unmarked, flying from the 18 into the 6. And had a lot of the goal open. But had to go through a white-shirted player to be able to get to it. Kind of hazy conditions all of a sudden here locally. As Tech gets it to Cope, streaks down the far side. Works through traffic. Bryn Cope slots one just right. Did that all herself. I was thinking she was trying to touch one, had Kaya Fetch right around the penalty spot, unmarked. But instead, tried to slot one inside the right post and missed wide. Soskus can't control. It'll be a throw in for Evergreen, literally in front of us. Alexandra Foley wearing the captain's armband for Evergreen. She and Emma Stock. Fetch with a good solid forearm to the back, and she'll be whistled for it. Evergreen to get another throw in, a little deeper in their defensive third. 2-0 our score. Tech got 2 in the first. An own goal off a corner kick headed in by Evergreen. And then off another corner, Tech played it short. It was Curran that found Rhea Raimondo and put a 15-yard blast into the right corner of the netting. Evergreen got their goal inside the final 5 minutes of the first on a Widener penalty. After a handball, I should say after a hard foul that netted Shelby Geiger a yellow card, was called in the area. That made it 2-1. That's where we stand. Evergreen really hasn't pushed numbers forward. It's been Widener who has really been their offense. Seems like everything is run through her. In fact, she has every shot that the Greeners have had this afternoon. Ball still in the middle. Cope trying to win it. 2 players on her. They battle around, and it's going to go to Evergreen, and then time going to get stopped, and it looks like Cope is going to get booked. Yes, that is the call. So second yellow on Tech today. First one netted a goal for Evergreen. And it looks like the visitors are going to sub one on. We'll find out whom after the free kick. In fact, both teams going to sub one at the next chance. Ball played in. Bounces around. Nobody in goal. It just goes high. Oh, that was dangerous. And it was a chance. Just went high for Celadon. Ness back on for Tech. As the Owls will send off Cope. Evergreen has brought back on Hansen. Ellison trying to touch one wide. Now it's Maddox. Play into the feet. Can Soskus get there? I don't think so. Finally, it goes all the way to the keeper. Tech looks like they will bring on another. As it'll be Claire Cowan in. Cowan will come on for Fetch. This was a substitution yesterday that provided offense in the final half. That'll be a throw in for Evergreen. 2-1 our score, 15 minutes nearly into half number 2. Tech would love to get one more and make it feel a little easier. Trying to get a run is Ness. Raimondo was on. Everybody on for Tech right now. As there goes Soskis. And Tech will get a throw in. Looks like Evergreen going to sub another as well. Tech will play it to Soskis. Fake to touch, comes back the other way, earns a corner. So Tech will get the corner kick, their 6th of the day. They've scored off of 2. Curran plays back post. Kaylin Ness with the head. And here comes the substitution. Good to see Miranda Valle back on for Tech for a short run. Evergreen going to sub 2. Tech will sub 1. Raimondo, the one who came off for OIT, as Ness flicks one in towards the area and then cleared out. '62nd minute here this afternoon. Lady Owls trying to finish a homestand, 4-0-1. Try to extend a win streak to 4 straight. Evergreen trying to get a corner out of it, and they do. Great run by Widener. And Evergreen looking to start quickly. They'll play it short. And Tech finally able to clear it. Through ball. Onside was Cowan. Finishes! Three to 1 Tech. What a ball! Valle with the through ball. Cowan with her 2nd of the weekend. A huge insurance goal for the Lady Owls. What a pretty ball. And boy, does that make you feel a little bit easier, knowing that the visitors have to now score 2 to get even. We'll double check on that assist. No sub at this point. It's the difficulty for me is Cowan tries to get in behind again. She gets tripped, and they're going to call a card. We'll see what the call is here. It's a red, straight red. As it was a chance on goal with no defender behind her. So an Evergreen player going to get sent off. And coming off goes Emma Stock, one of their captains. And so Evergreen now has to play a man down. And Tech will have a free kick from just outside the area. So we'll see who will take this for Tech. It looks like it'll be Curran. So Evergreen going to have to play the final 25 minutes down. A player. And it will be Jaylee Curran to play it. Curran goes back post. Headed, it'll be a corner kick for Tech. You're down 2 goals, and you now are down a player. That is not the ammo that you want. Another corner kick for Tech. They play quickly. Vale. Curran takes a hack at it. Back post off the crossbar. Ball played to the top, touched in, and collected. Evergreen looking to sub a pair. But not yet. Tech leads now 3-1. Ball squirts through. And they're going to call offsides on Soskus, even though the ball was touched by a defender. Another throw in for Tech. Evergreen waiting to bring a couple in. They're trying to clear a ball. Claire Cowan wins it. Volley in. Flick to the back post, but offsides is definitely the call. I didn't get excited for that one. I could see that one from here. There was 5 yards between Ness and the player. And now the substitutions finally get to come on for Evergreen. Midway through the second. Tech going to switch things up. They have changed where their wingers are. Maddox now on the right side. They've moved Soskis to the left. They played the opposite way all afternoon. Tech won yesterday 2-1. They play into Cowan. Ness trying to get a foot on it, couldn't. Ball played over Geiger's head. She can play wide to Jaylee Curran, steps through. And Maddox an unlucky touch. That could be a corner for Evergreen. But Geiger showed some speed. It'll force just a throw in. Shot count, Tech 13, Evergreen 4. Shot in the area, cleared out by Tech. Looks like Tech will bring on another right now. 2 on for the Owls. McCall Chambers on. Nalia Robinson for the first time today on. Just over 19 minutes on the clock. .50 ball, headed the wrong way. And Evergreen will sub 2. So Evergreen going to sub a couple as well. As both teams start to empty their benches here late in this contest. Again, if Tech subs following the 15-minute mark on those. Ellison in amongst traffic. Robinson pressuring. And it'll be a throw in for Tech. Won the score. Lady Owls have the advantage. Led 2-0 at one point. Added one here in the second. Evergreen's goal on a penalty. Nice run by Chloe Cook. Her support all on side. It's Robinson. Tech will sub another when they get a chance. It'll be Ali Sacedo. Come on for her second run of the day. She had some time in the first. Trying to play a through ball to Vale. Now Ellison, who's going to sit next for Tech, goes wide to Soskas. Soskas to the end line. Cuts back in, leaves it to the top. Ellison, left-footed shot right on goal. First save for Gresham. Junior from Sumner, Washington. Started her collegiate career at Pierce Community College. Clock will not stop. I mentioned Salcedo on for Tech. Off goes Ellison. "75 minutes in. Tech with a comfortable lead. Trying to earn 3 points before the big road trip that comes up. And it will be Oregon Tech with the advantage. Vale. Robinson was on. Aaliyah Robinson going to goal. Tries to play across. It's headed and wide. It'll be a corner for Tech. Clock will stop this time. Owls will bring in Olivia Mendoza. Tech will have a short corner available. They'll just restart quickly. And Tech gives away that chance. They play it right back into the middle. Headed up. Chloe Cook near side. Looking for support. And Salcedo will dump it back. Here's Chambers. Got by her player. Looks to cross one near post, and it goes wide. Nobody set to come on yet for Tech at the 13-minute mark. Leading 3-1. And it will be a throw in for OIT. Robinson. Salcedo dumps it back all the way to Curran near side. Jaley pushes forward. Looks like Evergreen going to sub a couple. Chambers. And it'll be substitution for Evergreen. Dorndorf on. And they'll bring Widener back on. But as they do so, clock continues to run. Curran into the area. Robinson takes 2 cracks at it. It's tipped all the way out. They play back into Robinson. A nice job defensive work by Evergreen. Working a man down is Evergreen, or a player down, that is. Looked like a handball. I didn't see a whistle. That time there will be. So Evergreen will have a free kick. Just over 10 minutes to play. Evergreen had Emma Stock sent off for a red card in the 65th minute after committing a foul on a chance where there was no one between the player and the goal. This Chambers trying to run onto this one. And I believe it'll be a corner for Tech. For OIT, their 9th corner kick. And though their last couple chances, they've played short. They do it again there. Vale. All the way through traffic. And Evergreen clears. Geiger playing with a card. Curran. It looked like that player Mendoza was offsides. And it was. Light breeze starting to blow once again. Ness flicks it into the area. Vale trying to win it. Playing with a heavily wrapped right quad, it looks like. Trying to go back post again. It looked like offsides was Robinson, and she just can't get the timing down. But all the while, the clock just continues to roll with 8 minutes left in the contest, and Oregon Tech with a 3-1 advantage. It'll be a throw in on the far side. Evergreen looks like they will sub one. As Tech tries to push it forward. Which way will they say? It'll go throw in for Tech. Evergreen, as I mentioned, will sub one next chance. Should be a good men's matchup that'll follow us today. A dangerous Evergreen side. Trying to play Chambers. There'll be another throw in for Tech. Curran in no hurry. Plays into Chambers. Curry inside, a header by Robinson gets stopped. Robinson. Touched out to Chambers. Gonna roll all the way to the touchline. Which way will they point? It'll be to Tech once again. Clock just continues to tick. Curran plays it in. Little miscommunication from Evergreen. It'll net in a throw in for Tech, I believe, along the far side. No. Able to get there. Where's the Greeners? Finally a throw in for Tech. Under 5 to go. Lady Owls looking to try to improve to 6-1-1. As Chloe Cook wins the ball. Tried to have a through ball to Robinson, just couldn't get it to her. And now finally a foul on Evergreen. Two players down. They haven't asked for the clock to be stopped until now. Down for Evergreen is Foley, asking for the training staff to come on. So they'll come look at the player. Evergreen side will head to the bench. Looks like a second player up for Evergreen. And so I believe it'll be Caitlin Hansen who will come on. So the two subs on for Evergreen. So Tech will get to restart it. 4:22 exactly on the clock. It looks like it's Curran who might just try one from distance. Hit the crossbar not too long ago. She'll take a low drive, punched out by the keeper. Gresham with the save. There'll be another corner for Tech. They've had their chances on the set pieces, but in no hurry, the Owls to bring it back into play. Curran just going to stand there. She'll just play it right to volley. Back to Curran. She'll take a low lining attempt that gets blocked. Played into the middle. Ness touches on a couple players that looked like they were offsides for the Owls, but Gresham was able to get there. Looks like Evergreen going to bring another on. The two that just came off, headed back on. All be played back on. So we're 2 minutes left. Vale waiting for her support. Plays wide to Ness. Kaylin Ness. Waits. Drops it back to Chambers. Chips it in, looking back post, headed high in the air. Missed on one hit. Vale collects it. Right back to Ness. She'll take a shot back post and a save. Pile up. Foul. Pair of Evergreen players go down. And now they ask for the clock to be stopped. It's been a rough go at it for the team in the white today. And the training staff once again back on. With 78 seconds left. Finally popping up is Widener. And she should have to be sent off for at least a moment as that breeze comes back once again. So while she stands on the side, Evergreen now playing with 9. Evergreen trying to wait to put the ball in play. They do. Tech able to clear it. Widener plays it all the way back to midfield, chipped in and kind of a miss hit, but it actually works out for Evergreen. They have a player out in that area. Right in front of the corner flag. Evergreen still with possession. And finally, Tech clears it out with 40 seconds to go. Evergreen down 2 goals. Tech looking just to send a ball, and that would put this game away. That's what they're trying to do inside of 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. At full time, score reads Oregon Tech 3 and Evergreen nothing. Check that, Evergreen 1. Men's game will start 40 minutes from now. So 3-1 the final. Tech earns the victory. They improve to 6-1-1 on the season. And they hit the road for their next 3. And by the time they come back home, be interested to see where the conference table looks. Again, we're 40 minutes away from the men's start. We'll have all the play-by-play then, right here on the Al Sports Network.